How long are you going to just loaf around?
I shrieked as she stormed into the room.
Hurry up and arrest this guy.
She was becoming increasingly hysterical. An hour had passed since the subject had taken the money, and yet the police had made no effort to apprehend him. I feel like Kano tried to apprehend him.
Yeah.
The police apparently had a rule against discussing an operation before it was fully resolved, and so the Osawas had been left in the dark. But they had overheard the task force talking over the wireless, and it appeared that they were deliberately letting the suspect roam free.
Hey!
Yeah.
If he gets away with our money, you are going to reimburse us, right?
Osawa scowled. She made it sound like money was more important than Maria's life. Well, yeah, her protest at the beginning was basically like, hang on, we don't have that money just lying around all the time. Better just let him keep her. The detectives exchanged uneasy glances. Oh. We have a choice to argue with our wife or not. What could go wrong?
I mean, probably argue with her, dude. Like,
let's see what happens. Osawa chided his wife. It's only money. It doesn't matter.
Chided. Like,
chided.
That's chided.
Only money? Are you serious? Do you have any idea how much we're talking here? The ferocity, sorry.
The ferocity in her voice left him with no response. He should have known better than to expect her to make sacrifices for his daughters. Oh, his daughters. Oh. This sounds like a healthy relationship. By now, he was accustomed to Ai's coldness towards the two girls. The twins were Osawa's daughters from his first wife, who'd passed away 15 years earlier.
The fuck? I mean, come on, dude. Like, I can understand women, or I don't agree, but I can understand women who get upset when it's like an ex-wife's kids, but the ex-wife is still there being
but it's
constant
been 15
nuisance.
years apparently.
No, and the first wife is dead. Like,
yeah,
she's literally dead. The dude is just like, you know, like, what are you even upset about these children?
She's like, the wife died and you didn't just throw them in the gutter?
Yeah, you know, like, you have to think about that. She met him after his wife died, which means you married him knowing he had fucking children. What is wrong with you? Like, you can't just show up and be like, ugh, they're your wife's kids. It's like, yes, you knew that. Like,
I had no blood ties to Maria or Hitomi herself, which excuses none of this.
Yeah.
Well, are the police going to reimburse us or not?
She glared pointedly at Kajiwara.
Well, right now we're focused on making sure Maria is safe.
I stormed up to him, shouting right in his face.
Stop dodging the question. Answer me.
Yes, of course.
Maybe,
let's see. Oh.
That's still him.
Maybe, would you like something to eat to help calm you down?
He held out a banana. He smacked it out of his hand.
Oh,
sad banana.
Who's saying this?
Probably you.
Oh dear, what a waste.
Kajiwara scrambled to retrieve the fruit from the floor.
It's still in the packaging.
Yeah. But now it's bruised.
I mean, so are we all.
On the inside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Osawa went over to Tanaka and whispered into his ear. I'm going to meet with Mr. Makino. Tanaka nodded silently. Turning, Osawa saw Kajiwara looking in their direction. They made eye contact, but Osawa quickly looked away and strode out of the living room. Kajiwara followed after him.
Excuse me, Mr. Osawa?
Yes, what is it? The detective fussed sheepishly with his hair and forced a smile.
Sir, we'd appreciate if you could remain in the living room as much as possible.
Osawa was in no mood to stand on propriety. Look, I've got a ton of work to do, he said. Are you here to tell me to play the role of the grieving father too?
No, not at all. Personally, I happen to think you're an admirable father, Mr. Osawa.
Admirable. Did the word have a ring of sarcasm? Stop doing that. Don't do the creepy camera. He had no way to tell if Kajiwara was being forthright with him or not.
You're no ordinary fellow, Mr. Osawa. You're a genius.
A genius. Me. Osawa made a skeptical noise.
Am I mistaken, sir? You've made very important strides in the field of virus research. Or, well, so I've been told. Oh god, is he one of the bad guys?
Maybe. Osawa wasn't sure how to respond. He'd never considered himself a genius. He was just someone who was more interested in viruses than he was in other people.
Everyone who's a genius is also a little bit odd, after all.
Kajiwara went on.
Oh.
Probably he'd intended it as a compliment, but still.
And I mean there's nothing wrong with weirdos. So long as they leave us ordinary folks alone, you know?
Is this guy trying to praise me or insult me? Osawa let out a heavy sigh. Genius, weirdo. What did it even matter? So long as he could be left to his work, he didn't care one whit how he looked in other people's eyes. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief.
By the way, what are you working on right now?
I'm afraid you wouldn't understand,
yes.
Even if I explained it to you.
Right, precisely. Even if I gave it my full attention, it would still be beyond me.
He peered with sudden intensity at Osawa's face.
Oh. Wait, isn't this like a titan? What? I'd appreciate it if you didn't hide things from me, sir.
Osawa gaped, at a loss for words.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Kajiwara added hurriedly.
Goodness, that made it sound like I'm accusing you of hiding something, didn't it?
The detectives bowed his head repeatedly. Banana.
I hope you'll forgive me.
Stop it.
They just reused this shot. Come on, you lazy assholes.
Oh yeah, they're so lazy with their 100,000 screenshots this game is made of. He held out the banana. That won't be necessary.
How about this then? Wait,
this time he pulled out a bar of chocolate from his pocket.
But it's eaten.
Is this product placement?
No, there's not even a name on it, is there? What's the
name?
It
says Meiji. Wow, your screen sucks.
Oh yeah, my screen super sucks.
Yeah, you can't read the word that's on it? On every square?
No, the squares are too
dark. Oh my
dark.
god. I admittedly have not used a TV in like 5 years.
Well, I mean, this is also not like a
computer monitors solve everything.
Yeah, but I don't have the setup at the moment.
No, you don't have a tower, right?
I do. I'm using my tower right now.
Oh, are you? Did you get it back?
Yeah, it's just attached to the TV.
Because you were having constant like laptop problems, weren't you?
Yeah, so I decided, I was like, I'm just
it's time to finally get my tower back, which you for some reason didn't have with you.
Well, it was at the house, and there was no reason to bring it over because I can't set it up. You know, like I can't set it up on a desk or anything. There's no desk. I can only just... Yeah.
No, thank you. Did this guy just carry an endless food supply wherever he went? Also, he talked about like how geniuses, the weirdos need to leave us normal folk alone. And he's this guy.
Yeah, right? And he's like going around giving people bananas for some shit.
Also, that bananas are more transportable than like pocket chocolate. It's gonna melt.
Well, probably. Yeah. Well, bananas can go bad, but yeah. Oh my. Geniuses really are tough to sort out.
He inclined his head, mumbling to himself for a moment. Usually when a character behaves this way in Japanese fiction, like a moment later their head's gonna open or something. Like
Yeah, they're
this
like
is
the
like
bad guy.
this is one of the weird Junji Ito characters that's pretending to be normal human, and then like their head eats another person's head or something.
I think that was like the anime gif. That was from Parasite. What can I get for you then, sir?
What I'd really like is some time by myself.
Got him.
In a daze of exasperation, Asawa felt his way to his study. Locking the door, he finally let out the breath he'd been holding. Then his eyes alighted on the bookshelf against the wall. What a bizarre interaction. Never opened the door again.
Oh.
He pulled out a photo album and began to flip through it. There were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony.
Also, wait, I just realized this is kind of weird. Whose kids are these?
His?
I hope they're like, yeah. Well, no, I mean like in real life. Is it just like, are these actors or are these like somebody's actual kids or? Because like he's just there.
Yeah.
Looking really like looking kind of suspicious because normally you take this picture in front of the gates of the school, which implies to me that obviously he's not their actual father, and also that
you mean that it's weird, like the real life context of the photo?
Yeah, like the photos is really weird. It just feels awkward to look at.
It could just be anyone's kids.
Yeah.
Like some staff member or something.
And he's also like not showing any affection like a real father would, even if he's a weirdo. Like a father would normally be at least like crouched level, so that way he doesn't look like a jerkhole. Where he's like just standing above his kids, like, huh, these fucking armrests. Like,
there were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony. Their mother had already passed away from illness, so Asawa had taken the girls himself. He remembered that.
Then who took that picture?
Dun dun dun! The third girl. There's 3 of them. Plot twists. It's like the bad Sherlock season.
God damn it!
Have you seen it yet? The fucking mess.
No, actually, I don't.
Oh god. Their mother had already blah blah blah. He remembered that after the ceremony, Hitomi had come down with a fever. Hitomi had been rather sickly as a girl, falling bedridden at the drop of a hat. Maybe it's because she never closes her mouth.
In the family. Damn! What the fuck? Shit!
Just running around with her mouth open, just sucking in all the germs.
She was an adult. This would be a really really offensive thing to say. You'd be like slut shaming a girl. So, like, she don't close her damn mouth. That's not
what I'm saying at all.
Oh, I know, because it's a child, so you're just
I'm saying she's a windsock for germs.
That's not how germs work.
It's one way they work.
I mean, sure, but I mean, you're acting as if a child with their mouth open is different from a regular person breathing. Like,
it's funnier.
It just sounds like ridiculous.
Maria, by contrast, with her closed mouth, had been lively and energetic, quite the handful. Asawa had found it remarkable that their personalities could be so different despite them being twins. It's almost like one of them was sick. Wow, they're so different. He flipped further into the album.
Then he started losing track of which one was which, because for some reason parents with twins let them keep the same fucking hairstyle for some reason. Like,
there was a picture of the 3 of them at their grade school graduation. Maria was looking away from the camera. Asawa felt like someone had stabbed a dagger in his heart. His daughters or virology? Which truly concerned him more? Which did he truly love? The fact that you're questioning it means not great answer.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous to try to compare the two. He'd known the answer before he'd even asked himself.
Okay, well then...
Even so, human emotions were complicated and sometimes made people act inconsistently. One of the consequences of that was this photo album.
Wait,
What? Their elementary school graduation? This is the last photo
middle.
he had of Maria.
That's not elementary school. It's middle school.
Wait, grades. Yeah, what is grade school?
It's primary school, grade school, high school.
What do we call grade school?
Is middle school.
It occurs to me that no one says grade school in English. They say those things you just said. So I'm like, grade school. Huh.
Yeah.
I think I guessed it was the lowest one, but I don't know.
No, that's primary.
There's too many names.
Elementary. Depends on which region you're in.
He searched and searched the rest of the album, but she was nowhere else to be found.
Gasp. Maybe that's... Okay, I mean...
In the arms of an angel.
Wait a second, I just realized...
Far
you motherfuckers...
from here.
They zoom into a picture of a picture?
Yes, there was a picture in the picture, and they zoomed in on that twice.
I'm so fucking mad.
There wasn't much happening in his timeline. He was already at the end.
No. Wow.
We got 3 to be continues now.
Wow, we just only have these 2. And Tama's about to be done too.
No.
Yeah?
She's only halfway. She's not even halfway through the hour yet.
But the only other person she could ever interact with at this point now is just going to be Kano.
Yeah, it could just be a lot of reading. Or she gets, she trips and bonks her head and loses 20 minutes.
That would be ideal as well.
Yeah.
Maybe she just goes to the... Oh, God, I forgot about this guy.
Yeah. He makes a good thumbnail. God, he's the most anime of all the characters.
Did you do that guy's voice?
I probably did just because it's Tama. Yeah, we didn't actually have a dead end here. We just jumped because they gave us a jump moment, which is a weird mechanic. The decisions make way more sense than the jumps.
Don't want to get you down, sir.
I say, hoping to comfort him. Mr. Yanagashi just lets out a sob-choked sigh. I try again.
It'll be okay. Whether or not it helps you lose weight, it is spicy and it does make you sweat.
I'm not sure I follow, Chiri says. How much you selling those bottles for, boss?
Can you even imagine what voice was his? I feel like, I can't remember who did this guy's voice, which is weird because this is the most recent thing we did.
15,000 yen per bottle. Did we already do the math here? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Selling all 300 bottles will yield the proceeds of 4.5 million yen. After deducting expenses such as the cost of product, rental fee of the venue, pay for the part-timers and printing flyers, this yields a net profit of roughly 2.5 million yen. It's doubtful that anyone would pay 15,000 yen for a single small bottle, but you never know. There could be a few housewives or young women out there who'd fork out that much in the name of weight loss. A terrifying thought. Damn. Skewered. What? Chiri's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same.
Mine, yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah, it's
no
you.
way. Nuh-uh. No freaking way. Calling that price point absurd wouldn't begin to do it justice.
Well, look, selling at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need you both to work your hardest.
Apparently he's committed to this insane course of action.
Okay.
Chihiri replies, It's more like a sigh than a proper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't. I guess even find the words. I'm so flabbergasted.
It's totally a scam, though.
Yeah, but Tama just goes along with it.
Probably.
I can't even find the words. I'm so flabbergasted.
Hey,
I try to murmur.
sorry, what was your name again?
Sorry.
Oh, it's him?
You, I guess.
They didn't do the line change.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your name again? He interjects. Why are you still wearing your costume?
I stumbled my way through my through an explanation. I love this guy.
Yeah.
Just
Look at the poses he does.
yeah, I love it. That's you.
Oh, Tama's in the background. I couldn't find her.
Yeah, she's like right there. She looks like no one's wearing the suit.
Yeah,
That's
I
what's
know.
even more terrifying.
Maybe no one is.
God.
Wow. So then, are you gonna do the sales demo like that?
Am I saying this to him or oh? Well, if I can't get the mascot costume off, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
No, that wouldn't do.
Or wait,
No, that won't do at all. I hired you to be a model. If you're wearing that thing, then what's the point?
I'm at a loss for words. The point is exactly what he's missing. Why are there no brackets? Did they just remove those?
Well, no, he's not. I don't think he's saying any of this out loud. I don't think she is.
Oh. It's not like I'm wearing this get up because I want to.
Remember, she's flabbergasted. She's not saying anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
How about we just cut it off, yeah? Cheery says with a big grin.
Pulls a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. The blades make an unsettling snip snip sound as she waggles them in my face.
Face scissors. Whoa, no, you can't do that, Yanagashita exclaims. That suit's a rental. I don't want to have to reimburse them for the thing.
Well, then what am I supposed to do?
I ask. He looks at me uncertainly.
Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down, Cheery suggests, before helping herself to the rest of my lunch. Oh, hey, good idea, Yanagashita says.
Oh, he seems to be making an effort to calm himself down at least.
Just try to grin and bear it till then, Tama.
Well, I guess that's that then. I'm sure we'll get it off eventually.
I'm sure we'll get it off eventually.
I say.
This is a struggle for us, apparently.
Hopefully before the demo.
That's the spirit. I really need you to be my model.
Model, huh? It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder. Would I be any good at that? Well, this is no time to be timid. I need that money, no matter what.
To be continued. Nope.
My troubles all started earlier this morning when
the zipper
walk
stuck.
Away.
You can hear me say.
Wait, I was at a knick-knack shop on Center Guy. Wait, what's going on? Or is this still Tama?
Yeah, apparently.
I had happened to pass by and I spotted a red necklace on display in the storefront.
Is it cursed?
And I got this weird sensation when I saw it. You could maybe call it deja vu? Something like that. It was as if I had been drawn to it somehow. This was mine. I was sure of it. I wanted it. No, I needed to make it mine. As soon as I possibly could.
There's just
That's how
randomly an
strong
American
the
star
feeling was.
behind it.
Yeah, wait, what?
It's just an
Looks like
American
something-
star in this Japanese pawn shop or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like
And an
something you're
egg
trying to
timer?
like... Yeah, well, this is just kind of like a weird cycling section, I guess.
Yeah.
Just 40,000 though. Damn, 40 bucks for that? Fuck. The price was 40,000 yen. I checked my wallet repeatedly, but I only had 20,000 on me. Nonetheless, I needed to have it. There was just one question. How?
Is this all the backstory for why she volunteered?
Yes.
This is why she went for temp work.
Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagishi.
Yanagashita.
Yagashita.
You've said it like 10 different ways somehow. It changes every
Good on
time.
me. This is you.
Yeah. Hey, a voice came out of nowhere. If you want, I can pay you 10,000 for a day's work. 1/4 shit.
Wow. Wait, he's paying you $10.
Welp.
Wait, no, 100?
Isn't that 100? I thought it was like
Yeah.
I thought it was approximately like 80 yen per dollar or something.
It's you move 2 places, put the period, and that's how you break it up. So it's
double the effect of peso translation.
Sure. Let's see. I found myself staring at his frumpy middle-aged man who was handing me his business card. Managing Director, Junichi Yanagishita, Yamato Health Foods Co., Ltd.
I'm in a real bind here. Need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day.
He seemed pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, I wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. I ignored him and tried to walk off.
Please, please.
Yanagishita grabbed me by my hand.
Watch it, pal.
I snapped.
Hands off or I'll start shouting for help.
Please, it's not like that. Just hear me out.
Look, I'm in a hurry.
Please, 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 Gelfling.
God damn it. Why? Every time, man. Just leave it alone.
No.
Let it die.
Never.
You stupid, disgusting fandom.
Please, want peace, Gelfling?
I don't watch that with you, that monstrosity of sickness.
You liked it.
Those birds were hideous
They
monstrosities.
are, but you like that movie. It's
What?
super neat.
Not bad. Not bad.
Trial by stone. And just lots of shrieking. So much shrieking.
Fucking. Where were we?
Knock it off.
I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip. This. Damn, Tama, she got like a fucking wrestling throw on her.
Yeah. Oof.
Yanagishita whirled through the air and fell into the bushes.
This is a cartoon. Whoa, where'd that come from? He gasped.
His eyes were wide as saucers. No, they weren't.
No, that's the opposite.
They were like very closed.
You a
Very
martial
closed,
artist
like-
or something?
No, I think that was just a fluke.
The truth was, I was surprised myself at how well I pulled off that escape move.
Okay then. Look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand?
No way.
No, I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Ah, wow, 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 wow. Ah, wow, 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 wow.
Ah, wah, 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 wah.
I guess.
The least I could do was help the guy get to his feet.
Look, why are you blah, blah, blah.
Look, why are you hounding me so much?
Please, don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who can possibly do this job for me.
I let out a sigh, but my interest was admittedly piqued.
What kind of job?
I need a sales rep for a health supplement. I want you to do PR as a dieting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are going to go through the roof.
Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I initially suspected.
Yeah, all you have to do is lie to people.
Alright,
Yay.
maybe I'm interested.
I said.
There's just
That's you.
Oh,
there's just one thing.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it.
I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So if the day only pays 10,000,
Alright then. If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound?
I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was going to earn 20,000 yen in a single day.
Isn't every bottle 15,000 yen?
Yeah.
Yeah, no big deal if you sell 100 bottles.
Might be exactly the break I needed.
You've got a deal. You have my services for the day.
I said, bowing my head. Also, do you not have a regular job?
Yatta!
Yanagichiti jumped for joy.
What about your hip?
Huh? Yeah, it's better now. All better. Fixed it itself just now.
God, it's moving.
That
Why?
animation.
You done? Yanagashita bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look.
Look, I'm sorry, he added hurriedly. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you, honest. I was just scouting for talent and I saw you and, well...
Was trusting this guy really the best idea? I was starting to worry, just a little, about whether he'd actually pay up.
Look, I've staked everything on this sales demo later today, he went on. This is a make-or-break opportunity of a lifetime.
Sure.
I'll be honest with you, I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million!
Yanagashita's tone had taken on a feverish intensity.
If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy am I up the creek without a paddle.
How did you even get into a situation like that?
I asked. He gazed skyward, a far-off look in his eyes. Wait, didn't she find out about the debt just today? Like, as in
I think so.
Just recently? Like, when he appeared at first?
Yeah, I think he's just gonna say something bullshit here. Because even if he knows he has no chance of winning, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you would understand, because that's how strong gender differences are, apparently.
He laughed and smiled at his own words, but he was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest.
Anyway, real quick, could you put this on?
Mr. Yanagashita briskly rummaged through his bindle and then thrust a cat costume out toward me.
How big was the bindle?
Pretty big. You didn't see it on his cart?
Yeah, I'm like, that head doesn't compress.
What? Here?
Ba-da-da-da. Yeah, before the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. The burning hammer...
Hand out some samples.
The burning hammer in the sample bottles is cut 10 parts to 1 with water. Even so, it is intensely spicy, and drinking on an empty stomach is sure to cause gastrointestinal distress, or even make the drinker black out. It's hard to believe that a sample of something so dangerous would win over any customers, but you never know. There could be housewives or young women out there who will accept such a risk in the name of weight loss. Another terrifying thought.
I mean, yeah, maybe you should, like, focus on that. Like, the fact that there are women in your society that would almost kill themselves just so that they're not...
Yeah.
What, average
a
body weight?
1/10 watered down sample will, like, KO you. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like, God.
The job's already started, you know.
And with that, Mr. Yanagishi went about getting me into this mascot suit.
Stop it. Stop it.
Into the mascot suit.
Stop it. I can hear that. The mask came at us like a jump scare.
Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I was going to get my hands on that necklace, I had to take the chance that this job would pay out. That's you.
Oh, it is. You're right. I doubt we're going to be able to sell a single bottle of this crap, Cherry whispers in my ear.
Oh.
I'll just have to do the best I can.
I say it more to myself than to anyone else.
Scared the shit out of me. Like a long silence for 5 seconds, then just maximum volume.
Five Nights at Freddy's, man. This is how it works, right? Big animal face and then a loud noise. Where's my millions? Where's my movie?
Just the spiking, high-pitched voice is not amazing for like the way that the voice communication inevitably will like kind of adjust the volume on the fly and stuff like that.
Yeah. Tries to compensate.
Yeah.
Once again, I ask myself, why am I in such rush to get this necklace anyway? I honestly don't know.
It's cursed. It's Tomi's necklace.
It's the strangest thing. I try my hardest to think of a reason, but all I get is a dull, aching throb at the back of my head.
That's probably not good.
Oh my god. Wait a second. Are you saying Tama is like a fucking time traveler and she came into the past to try to stop this van from blowing up, and it was because of the necklace that she ended up saving the day? Like,
got some kind of head pain going on here.
it's the same pain I felt earlier, as if I've gotten a good bonk on the head or something. Okay.
Wow.
That wasn't very long, actually.
We're just like wrapping things up. How did half an hour passed in the form of her having a flashback? What? Oh yeah, it stopped way the hell up here.
Oh, that's super weird. Oh wait, no, go up with Tama. Didn't Tama start at a super weird time too?
No.
Yeah,
exactly 11.
But I mean, she started. She didn't start in the very beginning, so she started at kind of a weird middle area.
Well, yeah, but so did these two characters.
Yeah, sure.
Because we started with 2 characters, then we added 3 more in the second chapter.
Yeah.
Because the first chapter was just a back and forth with these guys. Yeah, just weirdly, I guess nothing happens for a while. She's just not connected to the plot right now, so just having a chill time, being all like, wow, what a conundrum I find myself in. This mask
but it says
still
to
won't...
be continued.
Yeah.
When we go forward, it goes to the next hour.
Yeah, this is the last event that must happen in the 11 o'clocks. So in this version of the story, or really every version of the story, like we've revisited her story several times trying to get it to finally work, but in none of them did anything really happen. It's basically just her trying to hand out a bottle and then being at her place, and it's just so many other things could fuck it up. Like, well, first she could mess with different people by giving them the bottles, but also down here, like this like stuff like this was interfered with, where like you would lose her boss abruptly based on what Achi did and stuff like that. But like in the final version of the story, it's just an uneventful, like, hand out bottles. Oh, this mask won't come off. Flashback. The end. That's all that happens in the canon version. We haven't been to Kano for a while.
We haven't. Do you want to do Kano?
Did you want to stop?
No, I don't mind. I was just wondering.
I can keep going.
Okay, might as well just finish everybody's hour, I guess. It's pretty good.
Yeah, we could feel good. We finally beat hour 2 of this game that who knows how long it is. Something about one
more of just good job on actually recording a good amount of content.
Yeah, we're not even at 2 hours yet, which is normal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were late.
Pretty fast.
We were late.
You.
Kano decided to look away nonchalantly.
Okay. Well, wait, what's going on?
We saw somebody. That guy made contact. I contacted with us on the bus. I mean, on the train. That guy that's in frame right now. Because we were pursuing someone, I think.
Yeah.
But his anxiety got the better of him, and after a moment, he turned his gaze right back. Soon, the 2 men were locked in a staring contest. You want to come up with a voice? Well, it's just somebody that's not me, so probably.
My apologies.
He's Cartman. He shut his phone with a click. I think it's still him.
Okay.
I know it's rather rude to talk on one's cell phone on a train. That's just common decency.
The man affected a smile, then headed back to the car from which he'd come. Sheesh. Guess I overreacted.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You gotta stop staring at everyone. An oddly dressed passenger murmured into Kano's ear. Blend into your surroundings more. Asayama, when'd you get here?
Asayama, where did you get that shirt?
Sasayama, you scamp.
Sasayama, your overalls are blocking the whole print.
Yeah. His partner had somehow found time to change his disguise. The steely expression on his face was at odds with his anime nerd getup. We keep revisiting this image, which like this moment.
Anime nerd.
Yeah. This picture is what sold us on playing this game. On the Steam page.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's even an ad for McDonald's in the background.
Yeah. Kano had seen Sasayama disguise himself as plenty of things throughout the years. Chef, magician, samurai, and an astronaut to name a few.
What?
But this was a new extreme even for him.
Magician?
Yeah, that's the weirdest one for you?
Yeah, I mean...
As opposed
chef,
to astronaut?
Okay, that's like a job. Samurai, okay, you know, cultural thing, you probably could be a, I don't know, whatever, like a, you know,
but
weird
astronaut
Bushido thing. What Japan has astronauts, like if
not
you would
they don't walk around being clearly astronauts usually.
I mean, I'm assuming he just wore like the jumper, like the NASA jumper, rather than like a space suit.
I like to imagine he's in a full space suit.
That would be stupid. I mean, you can't even. That's not even a disguise. Where are you disguising yourself? Like on the moon?
You also like almost can't even walk.
Well, yeah, but a magician seems weird. Like, where are you blending in as a magician? Because as far as to my knowledge, Japan doesn't have Renaissance fairs. So, like...
What? That's your example of where a magician would be?
Where would you ever see a magician in normal society? Like, if you were walking down the street and some guy's like, ha-ha, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
A magician is the second most likely thing on this list. In fact, I would rank their likeliness in the order that they were listed. Almost as if that was the point of the list. Yes. Chef, super normal, magician, sure. Samurai, is there a convention in town? Astronaut, what's happening? that's the ranking. Okay. When he first joined the force, Kano had found Sasayama's costuming antics amusing, wondering where he'd managed to find his outfits. But lately his quirk had become tedious.
Wow.
You like the ocean? Huh? Oh, never mind. Sasayama pulled a small bottle from his breast pocket. Drink this while you can. Guessing you haven't eaten. Huh?
Oh,
what's
no.
this?
Oh no.
The least I could do. He handed Kano the bottle, then slipped away into the next compartment. Is he just gonna drink it again? How do we stop? What? Stop it, Kano. He pulled an all-nighter and hadn't eaten, so he was glad to have something. He took a sip. Whatever this was, it was bland.
Wait, why would you not eat during an all-nighter?
I don't know. That's exactly a weird thing. That's when I eat the most.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that when most people tend to eat a lot?
Yeah. It almost didn't taste like anything. Just what had Sasayama given him? What the heck? Anything's better than nothing. He brought the bottle to his lips and chugged the contents down. Yeah, this is just happening the same way as last time. Let's just skip through it. Oh my god, he's dead. Horrible pain and insides. It's like, wow, it's like when Junpei describes how he feels when he sees a corpse. Like it just keeps going. God. Like what a horrible dread. Oh no. Burn. All right. Whoops. I just thought that since yeah. I guess we must have never fixed the choice of who to give the bottle to. It's just everyone reached their endings, so I thought we were fine. All right, we got to go back to Tama. Yeah, handing out samples. Who to choose? We need to choose not the one that'll give it to him. We're gonna force it on the businessman to the left.
All right. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off on the businessman to my left.
Here you go, sir. A free sample of Burning Hammer, the latest and greatest diet drink.
Businessman flashes me a look of utter contempt and makes a point of avoiding me as he slips past. Bam! There goes the wind right out of my sails. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. Well, now we're just going back into the regular...
now we're back where we left off, but we made the change. Okay. Which should have changed. Yeah, that changed nothing about her. But now we cannot die. Boom, boom, boom.
Cahoots with the kidnapper. Wait, both of the options are available?
Yeah, but they both led to me staring at him anyway. It's a fake out. The real thing that affects you here is Tama's decision. Blend into your surroundings more.
Do we have to go? Can't we just skip through this?
I don't remember.
There's a skip button, I remember.
Yeah, but I'm on a keyboard and mouse, so I'm not going to start guessing every letter. Let's see. Yeah, concentrate. Keep your eyes peeled. Sasayama gave Kano a pat on the backside and slipped away into the next car.
Whoa!
No burning hammer. The suspect, meanwhile, was still staring out the window. The announcer's electronic voice filled the train compartment. Next stop, Harajuku. Next stop, Harajuku. Huh?
Nani?
Nani? Kano almost cried out. The suspect was moving toward the exit door. Apparently, he was only taking the train one station down the line.
Oh, Harajuku.
Yep. The train pulled into Harajuku station, and the man got off. Bloop, 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 bloop. The east area of the Japan Rail Harajuku station, corresponding to Jingumae 1 Chome in Shibuya, once a bustling Shukuba, or post station. Why wouldn't you just say that? Where travelers could rest while journeying across the country. In modern times, it bustles instead, with high schoolers after school displaying flashy youth fashion. Clothing and accessory stores and fast food restaurants line the streets. Many cutting-edge trends in Japanese youth culture get their start here. Learning things.
Yeah, Harajuku is like a really big fashion capital of Tokyo.
Of tweens. The detectives following him disembarked accordingly. The suspect walked along the platform and took a seat on an empty bench. Was he checking to see if he had a tail? Sticking around on the platform at the station where you just got off was a pretty unusual behavior. Not wanting to arouse the man's suspicion, the investigators from the MPD made their way down the stairs as inconspicuously as they could. Kano, however, had a sudden inspiration and went to speak to one of the station attendants. Sorry to bother you, but I think I left something on the train just now. He tried to keep an eye on the man on the bench as he fed his story to the attendant. The suspect sat silently on the bench, a attaché case clutched securely in his arms. He didn't really look like he was checking for a tail. Was he waiting here for someone else then? Voice acting.
Careful, do not stand too close to the platform as the train is...
Oh, is that what she's saying?
Yeah, she's saying, yeah, she said, be careful. I think she said, be careful, while the train is approaching.
Before long, a train heading counterclockwise around the loop arrived. That's an unnecessary way to describe the direction it's coming from.
Yeah.
Counterclockwise? The man rose from the bench and stepped up to the boarding area. Wait, what the heck? If this guy got on the counterclockwise train, wouldn't that just take him right back to Shibuya Station? The man boarded the train. Kano had no choice but to follow suit. Well, yeah, because he's trying to lose them. Was this guy playing them? Maybe.
Also, man, that's kind of weird.
I mean, it sounds like he lost everyone except Kano, because they all kept going to avoid suspicion, hoping that he would eventually go that way. And so he lost all those people. The suspect got off.
Technically, he can keep doing this as long as he wants to, because the way that Japanese rail systems work is that, like, you pay per stop. So you're like, your train ticket is per stop. So as long as he never gets off of one of those two stations, the ticket he bought is valid. Like, he can just leave the station.
He's just riding back and forth for free.
Yeah, he could just, well, not free. He paid for the initial ride to one station.
But if he gets off, it'll count as only like one stop worth, right? Or is it a flat fee no matter what the distance?
No, he'll pay based on the stop.
Yeah,
So,
but it would only count as being one stop away as opposed to like the 12 steps he took to get one stop away, right?
correct.
Because it's not like scanning it or tracking this in any way.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, the tracking is at the station.
Yeah.
So when you leave the station, you put your ticket back in, and it says, "Okay, you bought. You have this much money on the ticket. You bought. You."
He's
came
doing
from
that thing where
X."
you go to a theater that doesn't check your tickets between screens.
Yes.
So he's just walking from theater to theater. The suspect got off again once the train reached Shibuya. All he'd done was go to Harajuku and come right back.
Maybe he needed a fashion tip real quick.
Yeah. Kano reported into Kuze. The suspect has returned to Shibuya Station.
What voice did I give this guy? Like,
Good fucking luck. There's so many
Yeah.
characters in this game.
acknowledge. Keep tailing.
Kano felt himself growing increasingly paranoid. The criminal organization didn't seem too keen on getting away. And here was HQ giving these guys free rein. Something was off, he was sure of that. As he tailed the mark, Kano took out his phone. What were Tatano's instincts about the case right now? If the senior detective had any advice, Kano would love to hear it.
Oh god, this fucking thing again. I forgot about this dude.
He dialed Tatano's number.
No, dude, come on, man.
Tatano senpai,
Just do your damn job.
give me your wisdom. The line rang a few times, but nobody picked up. Probably he was too busy seeing to Hitomi's safety. Kano felt bewildered. They'd been letting the suspect lead them around for over an hour now. During an abduction case, you generally didn't update the victim's family on any developments in case they tried to interfere. Kano could only imagine what the Osawa family was going through right now. After a short walk from Shibuya Station, the attaché case was handed off yet again. Well, he's going to be easier to track. This time, the recipient was a tall, dark-skinned man.
Wow.
Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to detail both suspects.
I mean, I'll be honest. It's
Here's
probably easier to tail a dark-skinned man.
No, I already said
Japan.
that. I already said that.
Yeah,
I was like, well, he's going to be easier to follow.
But at the very least, it's
There's not a lot of other people to mix him up with. It's like this entire group of people is specifically chosen to be the least inconspicuous possible. They're all doing the opposite of blending.
They are foreigners. They're not like they're trying to do like Hollywood bullshit in regular regular
but like they're a
real-life
foot
Japan.
taller than everyone, so everyone can see what they're doing. I'm just imagining like a covert like born supremacy style like handoff happening in a spy movie, but it's at a children's playground. So like it's really obvious which two people aren't supposed to be there. It's like it's not even a little bit blending.
But even better is that the kids are the detectives.
Yeah.
Like it's just a whole kid society with like these two giant men.
It's like, I think I've lost them. In the crowd of similar looking people that I'll totally blend in with.
Like, where are they, senpai? Look up.
They'll never find me. These glasses make me anonymous.
I mean,
they're all wearing Groucho glasses.
We are Legion.
Again, the Shibuya-based task force split into two groups in order to tail both suspects. Kind of stuck with the man who had the case. We get to say goodbye to that one guy that shot us in the other timeline. The one that looks like the guy from Red Letter Media.
Like, bye, Felicia. Oh, yeah, he does.
As the previous man had done, the newest suspect wandered around Dogonzaka for a while. Repeatedly looping around and around the same locations was a weirdly roundabout way to make a series of handoffs. I have no idea. Oh, so this guy said it.
Oh, excuse me, detective.
Kano turned around with a start. Oh, hey, he said. I know you. It was Leyland Palmer, the lecturer who'd been an eyewitness to the kidnapping. The man practically radiated concern, and not not Japaneseness.
How is Maria doing? Is she all right?
That's a very slightly different picture.
Oh. I am very, worried for her. His Japanese was more halting now. My heart, it is with her family.
If I speak louder, it'll help you understand me. Kano gave a quick look around. It didn't appear that they were being watched.
You know, it is funny that you say that, like speaking louder, because when I stayed at the hostel, a lot of the, especially the Asian kids that were there, they were always like they always said is like, it's really easy to understand you because you only say simple words, like you don't you say very simple words and you talk at a normal speed. Everyone talks really loud and they don't, and they're saying things that I don't know what the words are. I've never heard these words before. And it's like,
you heard it here first, everybody. Andrew's a simple kind of man.
I'm a simple man. I'm imagining some like regular Americans shouting really loudly, but saying ridiculous shit that Japanese people like. The Hoover Dam is an electronic marvel of the. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I don't know. Okay,
so we need to choose.
We're making a fucking choice.
Yeah, we need to figure out whether or not we should stop to talk to him, because maybe he came to us with a clue, but we might lose. We might lose the guy, or blow our cover, or to ignore him and keep going.
Well, okay. First of all, I want to point out that they handed this attaché case to a dark-skinned man. At this point, their cover's blown. Like everyone's aware that the crime has gone down. Secondly, I'm pretty sure that they know that the cop is there. Otherwise, I feel like they wouldn't have gone through the hassle of going to the station.
I feel like the entire case is some kind of bizarre, like, distraction at this point.
Yeah.
I especially like half expect that they already switched the case for a real, like a fake one.
I do as well.
Yeah.
I guess I would just
let's talk to this guy.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Maybe Palmer knew more than he told the police earlier. If Kano talked to him now, he might get some additional clues. Actually, Leland, do you mind if I ask you a few more questions about the party where the kidnapping occurred? Leland squared his shoulders.
No, please, ask anything.
Do you know what time Maria showed up at the event? Leland hesitated, thinking.
Probably around 6 o'clock. She was there when it started.
Was there anyone else there who stood out?
Stood out? How?
Like someone you usually wouldn't expect to see there.
Leland tilted his head. No, I don't think so.
Everyone there was a student from my class. Oh, you're still talking.
Oh,
this is no open quote.
Everyone there was a student from my class, including the exchange students.
Not much new here, Kano thought. He decided to ask one last question. Did you happen to hear why Hitomi was running late in the first place?
Oh no, sorry, I'm not very helpful, am I?
Leland dipped his head in an apology. It's all right. Thank you for your cooperation.
Please help Maria.
I will. Kind of parted ways with Leland and went back to tailing a suspect. Bad end, fucko. He pulled his phone from his pocket. It was roomy again. It was weird that she'd called twice when she knew he was in the middle of something important. Had something happened while she was waiting at the cafe with Shuzuo? Kano picked up hurriedly. What's the matter? Do a girl voice.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, did anybody ever do Rumi's voice before?
I don't know, but it's just the girlfriend.
Okay.
What's the matter? What's the matter? You know what the matter is.
Rather than Rumi's soft soprano, it was a threatening masculine voice that came over the phone. Oh, apparently.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Kind of felt his whole body stiffen with dread. Is this my father-in-law speaking? Uh-oh.
Okay.
You wanna be
I don't remember being anyone's father-in-law.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here, boy.
The speaker's tone was firm and flat. No, I know. I just, kind of found himself at a loss for words.
So you're dating my daughter, huh?
Sir. Yes, sir. Kind of barely squeaked out his reply.
Thinking about getting married?
Yes, sir. And so speaking of which, I'd love the chance to sit down and have a nice long...
How long you gonna keep me waiting? Hurry up and get your ass over here.
Oh, how very much Kana wished he could do exactly that. Sir, I would, but...
Forget it. The words came in...
Oh, sorry.
You just start self-narrating.
Yeah.
The words came out in an angry huff.
You can't have her. Goodbye.
What? Sir, please wait. As Kano cried in desperation, he heard Rumi's voice on the other end of the line.
Dad, you can't just use my phone like that.
You were taking too long in the bathroom.
Give it back.
Rumi? Kano tried and failed to keep the heartbreak out of his voice.
Sweetie, what's wrong?
Your father just said he doesn't want us getting married.
What? Dad! What did you just say to my boyfriend?
Listen to you, calling that boy little pet names and whatnot. I think you're a little too attached.
Daddy, you haven't even met him.
That's why I told you to have him come see me. How long is he gonna make me wait?
Kano listened as the two argued on the other end of the phone. The phone must be lying somewhere between them. Could this get any more awkward? Rumi, I'm sorry, Kano shouted apologetically into the mouthpiece. This is all my fault. Please, you don't have to fight like this. The phone clattered as Rumi scrambled to bring it to her cheek.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Sorry for what? Oh, no, it's you.
Oh, sorry for what?
It was Shizuo again, grumbling in the background.
You have nothing to apologize for.
I'll deal with my father. You just focus on work, sweetie. I know you're in the middle of something really important.
Thanks, Rumi. Kana was legitimately touched. I'll do my best. And he lost the suspect, the end. Kano hung up and went back to the task at hand, more determined than ever. Ever.
Hey, can we hold on a second?
Yeah?
The car alarm keeps going on and then off and then on and then off.
You have
and
a
I need
car
to check
alarm?
if, like, not mine, someone's.
Oh.
I need to figure out if someone's literally dying outside and using it as like an SOS message or...
For Rumi's sake, not to mention the victims, he needed to focus on cracking this case. The man he was tailing was walking several meters ahead. There was no telling when Kuze might give the arrest order.
Wow, I want to point out that this guy is either the slowest fucking walker or that phone call was incredibly short.
Or he was walking on the phone.
That seems risky. You're not supposed to do that, and there's a lot of signs.
You might have an accident if you walk and talk at the same time.
You say that, but there's a fucking sign you will see everywhere in Japan. It tells you do not look at your phone and walk at the same time. You can get a fine for that.
Don't look at your phone and to walk, but you're allowed to talk while you're on the phone, while you're walking. That's really normal action.
But I mean, he kind of wasn't even talking. He was kind of just being yelled at.
Yeah, so it's even less distracting.
Nah.
It's not gonna like walk directly into the traffic or something. Kind of braced himself to spring into action the very instant the order came down.
Oh, mobile command to all units.
Once more, the director's voice came in over the wireless. Was it time to make the arrest at last? We've identified
the man who first picked up the Atashi case by the statue of Hachiko.
No arrest yet then, but still, a crucial development. I forgot his face.
Wow.
I forgot about this guy.
That's your IMDb page picture?
Yeah.
His name is Tariq Al-Karwan. He's got priors for larceny, illegal possession of narcotics. You name it. Tariq.
I think it's Tariq.
Whatever you want to call it.
Tariq Al-Karwan?
It's... Yeah, whatever, sure. Look, I'm not gonna...
Narcotics.
He belongs to a foreign criminal syndicate that's operating in Shibuya.
Kind of felt his apprehension rising.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't get in trouble for that. I was like, wait, you can't...
For what?
I was like, well, if you know he's part of a fucking foreign crime syndicate, then why don't you just take care of him? But in Japan, it's not illegal to be a part of a crime syndicate. It's only illegal to commit crimes.
If this syndicate was behind the kidnapping, they were anything but amateurs.
It's how Yakuza exist. Because they can't arrest you for being Yakuza,
Japan
but they
is
can
silly.
arrest you doing something Yakuza.
And though they might be leading the police on a wild goose chase, they certainly weren't playing around.
I mean, they kind of were. One guy has a cane just chasing Wow, we did it, Keith.
We did it. We beat this hour. We got all 5 to be continued in one session.
It only took us 6 months.
Yeah. See you next year when we beat hour 4. 3. Shit.
And people over here, oh god.
I like the song. Once she's dead, you'll understand. He's right back at the... Buddy, you're a weirdo. Eels and I are one and the same.
What?
Please keep this email a secret.
Oh god. I think it's my favorite because it's like 24.
Yeah, it's the weirdest game.
Cat's out of the bag.
And so we continue with the time chart. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh. What is happening
That
in your
same
timeline?
picture of Miki again. Right, because that's where he was when we left off.
Yeah.
Another photo. All he does is look at photos all day.
I mean, he's a sad dad.
All right, well, see you guys next time.
Yeah.